You, 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 you. We live, we live, we live. We live like Channel 4 and Channel 5, man. So let's get into it, man. We're going to talk about it, man. It's been a little minute since I've been live. I got up early as hell today, so, um, and I don't have to work till later on today, so, well, I might go in early since I'm already up. But at the end of the day, man, hey, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been live, so y'all already know what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and share the video around. I'm gonna play some music, then we're gonna come back. We're gonna cook. I'm not gonna be on too long, but we definitely gonna cook. And yeah, man, we got we got some stuff to talk about. I actually got a couple videos that I did too before I did this live stream, so I'm gonna have that have those videos uploaded. We talk about Shakur Stevenson, and then this one guy, this one video I got coming is a guy pretty much talking about why ain't there no white players on the, it's definitely a hardcore Republican for sure. Y'all know I don't like hardcore Republicans, and I don't like hardcore Democrats neither. You know what I'm saying? I think both of those are two kind of extremes at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I like conservatives and I like liberals. You know what I'm saying? There's some things I agree with liberals, and there's things I agree with conservatives at the end of the day. So yeah, I got a video uploading about that. Why ain't there no white no white players on the U.S. team from this clown dude at the end of the day? But anyway, I'm gonna start this off real quick, and I'll be right back. That's that bullshit around. Fair act use, fair act use, fair act use. All right. Let's stop. All right, let's get to business. Let's get the business popping. All right. So let me come over here real quick and turn this down. Fair act use, fair act use, fair act use. All right. Hold up. All right. So we're gonna talk about the black vote, man. Democrats want to eliminate your voting power, man. And Dr. Umar Johnson absolutely cooked the goddamn Democrats. And he talked about black Trump supporters. Okay, so we definitely gonna talk about that as well. I haven't really seen a lot of it at the end of the day, so like I said, y'all know I come through. I might hear a little snippet of it, and I'll stop it if I feel like I want to do a video about it. Then I'll do a video about it. But so we're gonna talk about a lot of different things. But I'm gonna start off, and then we're gonna build up into Dr. Umar Johnson and what he had to say. Okay, so let me come over here real quick. Let me share the screen. All right. Yeah, let's just do the window. Fuck it. Yeah, let's just do the whole window real quick. All right. Let me see what it look like. All right. So as y'all see, this was what, yesterday? Well, at least the clip was from yesterday. I don't know if this was actually happened yesterday, but this was the clip yesterday. So anyway, the U.S. House passed the SAVE Act, which will require proof of citizenship to vote. This is a no-brainer. However, practically every single Democrat voted against this measure, as if they want illegals to vote. Why? Okay, so let's get into this real quick. So as you see, 216 Republicans voted yay. 5 Democrats. Shout out to the 5. But a 198 voted nay. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of wild. You know what I mean? That they would vote no against that, and that just lets you know that most Democrat cities want the illegals to come through to vote. Why? Because that's going to eliminate your voting power. Okay. A lot of these people that's gonna come through as being illegals anyway, they're gonna be registering and categorizing themselves as white, this, that, and the third, and that totally eliminated. This is why when Joe Biden told niggas in that Zoom call, that niggas y'all better go pair up with the Hispanics. That's why he said that. Okay, um, he wasn't saying that, yeah, no, cause we on some black and brown coalition. Nah, they ain't doing shit for niggas, dog. You know, they telling us to go team up with them, which would help them, and eventually, like I said, they would leapfrog over us. Period. And that's just basic math. You know what I'm saying? It's just basic math at the end of the day. So this is why y'all can't get caught up. And no, I don't agree with everything Republicans do. All right. I don't agree with some of these coon ass niggas, Republican niggas. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it a dollar bean with y'all. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with a lot of things that the Democrats vote on and the shit that they be out here doing, because it's definitely undermining us and it's definitely hurting us at the end of the day. Period. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that has a problem with that or making you seem, you got to look at the tangibles of this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's that. So they passed the SAVE Act. So let's come over here real quick. I hope I lined this shit up perfectly. Okay. So anyway, so let's get into this real quick. Democrats are all coming out of en masse to condemn any law that will prohibit non-citizens from voting. Okay. Now I want y'all to look at this. Here it is. They got niggas being the goddamn spokesperson for this shit. Okay. So let me come over here real quick. We're gonna start off with this brother first. Okay, let's come over here to this brother.
Only citizens can vote for the United States Senate. Only citizens can vote for the presidency of the United States.
Now, like I said, all this fair act use, you're using this for educational purposes.
So this extreme MAGA Republican voter suppression bill is not designed to solve any problem on behalf of the American people.
Now, he's calling this a MAGA, the MAGA Republicans. If I have to choose a side, bro, if like I have to choose a side, I'm gonna have to go with making America great again. Period. Like what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's basic math at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? If I have to choose over a motherfucker that's coming over this country getting better benefits and being better taken care of than I am, man, look, you might as well call me Team MAGA then. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, y'all not about to get us out here. And mind you, see where this dude is from? District of New York, okay? Where they got a lot of the immigration shit going on there. A lot of shit is happening over there, which has always kind of been the case. Out here in Massachusetts, same thing. We had a state of emergency when it came down to the immigration situation. And these people are trying to make illegals be able to vote. And in some states, this shit is already literally going down. It's already almost low key. It's almost too late. You know what I'm saying? At this point, like I said, niggas just got to keep standing on that business. You know what I'm saying? Period.
It is designed to jam people up and prevent Americans from voting.
Now, they're not Americans. They're illegals that came into America. And because, brother, you're in a position of power, when they find that right candidate, they will, once the black vote is really null and void, y'all niggas will be out of positions. Yeah, straight up and down. Y'all gonna be out of position. All you niggas, woman back here shaking her head. Yes, brother. That's right, brother. You tell the MAGA Republicans. Yeah, you tell them. This is stopping Americans from voting, brother. Yeah, brother. Because the illegals, they should be able to vote. They should be able to get citizenship and all this other stuff, right? And be able to vote. That's right, brother. That's right. And in the minute they find Julio and goddamn goddamn Mr. Yee and shit like that, and goddamn Juan and goddamn one of them European names and shit like that, your ass is out of a position, bro. You gonna be right in the streets trying to get rally campaigns against these niggas at the end of the day. Unless they paying y'all niggas some bread at the end of the day for you to get up here and vote blue no matter who. You know what I'm saying? So let's come over here to the next one.
It is under attack right now, right here with this very bill.
Now this woman is in Pennsylvania, okay? Pittsburgh. Democrat. Okay. So let's get into this.
Republicans want to throw up barriers because when people vote, they lose. Let me be clear. They don't want you to vote. They don't want to hear black voices, brown voices, LGBT.
This ain't got nothing to do. I keep telling y'all, bro. They'll put ancient Americans. Now, yeah, Summerlee, yeah, she got to be an ancient American. Um, they'll put ancient Americans in a position to get up here and do the dirty work, do the nasty work for the Democrats, okay? And try to squeeze us all in that like we got a problem to vote. Bro, I don't got a problem to vote. I just don't vote. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a problem to vote. Maybe you vote, maybe you did it. You know what I'm saying? That's really on you, but you just need a state ID and just pretty much just proof of citizenship for the most part, right? And let's keep it all the way a dollar bean. We know that illegals is already over here voting, like they're already doing that. You know what I'm saying? This is why like you have so much of a chokehold in certain states that are just they'll never be Republican, never ever, ever ever ever. You know what I'm saying? Unless laws are passed where actual citizens that are born in America and shit like that would actually be able to vote. You know what I'm saying? And that can prove they've been here for some time should be able to vote. No motherfucker that just sneaking through the border should be able to vote, or flying through this bitch at the end of the day should be able to vote. But they'll squeeze black people in there, then squeeze us with the brown people, then they'll squeeze with LGBT. Bro, what the fuck does all of that got to do with what are you talking about? Know what I'm saying? What does LGBT have to do with motherfuckers providing, making sure that non-citizens can't vote, that non-citizens can't vote in a presidential election? What the fuck are you talking about, LGBT community? But this is the dumb shit that they do at the end of the day, to get out here and play games and play with ancient Americans, bro. This is fucking ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
LGBTQIA voices, young voices. Our fundamental access to our democracy is being politicized. And this xenophobic attack that we're debating today will make it harder for Americans to vote. My Republican colleagues will claim that requiring IDs is a small ask, but nearly 30 million people lack a valid driver's license, and about 15 to 18 million adults don't.
All you need is a state ID to vote. What is she talking about? A driver's license?
Have access to documents proving their birth or citizenship. Americans don't need.
Who doesn't have proof of providing citizenship? People I know all have that. You know what I'm saying? People I grew up with all have that. Our parents and shit like that all have that. We all have proof of citizenship that we've been here, born here, all kind of stuff. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And this is the stuff that be like, it be like, damn, they really be out here selling us out, bro. Straight up and down.
More obstacles. It's already hard enough. That's why I'm proud of hypotheticals.
All right, let's come to the next one.
Right now,
to investigate claims of voter fraud by non-citizens.
Now we know why Miss Ramirez, okay? We know why Miss Ramirez would be out here voting, out here going hard in the paint for illegals to be able to vote. We know why Miss Ramirez would say some shit like that, all right? And would be out here on the front lines for this shit at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it.
To investigate claims of voter fraud by non-citizens was disbanded without identifying one single case. If we believe in the power of democracy, we should reject discriminatory rules rooted in fear and division.
Now, she's out there in Chicago, okay? We're going to get into Chicago. Don't worry about it. But, just look at this. This is from the city of Chicago. We know what's going on out there in Chicago is being ran rapid with illegals. Motherfuckers who can't speak no English. Bro, Massachusetts is like that too. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers can't speak no English and be mad at you that you don't, like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you saying, bro. No, I don't, like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's crazy, you know what I mean? Like, I can get a motherfucker, like, but don't get mad at me, nigga, because you don't know English. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be my problem with the shit. Like, nigga, don't get mad at me, nigga, because you don't know English, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The fuck?
And instead increase protections and expand access. This bill, they call it the SAVE Act. It should be called the Don't Let Americans Act. Don't Let Americans Vote Act. And so I rise here opposing and asking my colleagues to vote no on this bill. To invest.
All right. So, we know why Miss Ramirez, okay? I'm going to say that again. We know why Miss Ramirez would be against the SAVE Act at the end of the day with allowance. So she basically wants anybody to be able to come over here and they don't have to have proof of citizenship. They could just vote. Okay? So that means that a motherfucker could literally fly over this bitch overnight and come through and vote. Real talk. A motherfucker can literally walk down from Canada, come into Maine or some shit like that, one of these hardcore Democrat states, and vote on election day. What do you like? This is crazy. A motherfucker can fly from China, Russia, goddamn, Africa, Europe. You know what I'm saying? And come through and vote and go back to their homeland or possibly fuck around and get citizenship after that. It's ridiculous, man.
And to advance it. John Lewis didn't give up, and neither will we. Mr. Speaker.
Now this woman is out here in Alabama, and got the nerve to bring up John Lewis. Like, we already know what John Lewis was. It is what it is. So let's get into this.
And to advance it. John Lewis didn't give up, and neither will we. Mr. Speaker, House Republicans' so-called SAVE Act is a dangerous anti-democratic bill that has no place on this floor. It is for that reason that at the appropriate time, I will be offering a motion to recommit this bill back to the committee. I urge my colleagues to join me in supporting the motion to recommit. Thank you, and I yield back the balance of my time.
Mr. Speaker, may I make an inquiry as to the amount of time we have remaining on our side?
And to it.
All right. Now let me just click on this lady real quick.
Essentially a poll tax, because I am not aware of a single proof of citizenship document that does not cost an individual money to get it, unless we are requiring every state to provide one for free, and then it's an unfunded mandate. This is the 2024 version of the Jim Crow poll tax, and we should vote against it.
I mean, bro, they don't even believe the shit that they talking. Real talk, they can't believe the shit that they're talking. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's come over here real quick. So as I was stating with Chicago, we know why Miss Ramirez would be up there talking that shit about, I oppose the bill of the SAVE Act and all this or other. We know why. Out there in Chicago, let's look at this. Illegal migrants in Chicago are receiving Social Security cards. CBS News, the process of giving newly arriving illegal immigrants Social Security cards began all the way back in November. Now, I've been reporting on this kind of stuff. It is what it is. So I guess this person finishes up, says the 2024 presidential election will be the most rigged situation in history. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this real quick.
1% of over 26,000. That's how many migrants our sources say have received work permits and Social Security cards in Chicago. It's not clear how many applications have been submitted, though as of December 29th, the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services had only processed work permits and temporary protected status applications for 1,480 Chicago new arrivals. That's according to city data obtained by CBS 2. Once those applications are processed, they all...
You could probably times that by 50, okay? Maybe even more than that. Maybe times that about 60, 70 at the end of the day. They're not going to give you the real numbers.
Also need to be approved. Sources tell us that only 284 asylum seekers in Chicago have gotten work permits. 279 have received their Social Security card. That's 1%. Worse, city data suggests applications didn't start processing until the week of November 9th. 1%
All right.
of over...
So let's come over here. All right. So this brother pretty much is pretty much talking about it. He says we all literally just saw Joe Biden and 198 Democrats commit treason. If you still support Joe Biden and the Democrats, you are a fucking traitor to this country. Only Americans should be allowed to vote in the U.S. election. And I agree. So let's get into this real quick.
Will prevent. I just can't deal.
Now, I don't know who this brother is. If he is a brother or not, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, before anybody be like, man, did you know that this? Did you know that? And I don't know this nigga. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he might be a coon. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But I can agree with this though. You know what I mean? So let's get into this.
The fucking Democrats anymore. You fucking traitors to this country. Fucking treasonous pigs. That's what the fuck you are. With this, oh no, it's a good thing that these 198 Democrats voted against the SAVE Act. Y'all come with all kinds of fucking bullshit like, oh, it's already illegal. It's already illegal for illegals to vote. The SAVE Act stops illegals from voting. Yes, it may already be illegal. There already may be a law against it, but it's not preventing it. And the SAVE Act will prevent it. That's the fucking point. Prevention. But y'all want to bullshit. And let me ask you something. Is that the same logic you're going to use when Republicans go on the floor next week and say, oh, we have a bill, we have an act to help prevent child rape? Are y'all going to go on the floor and say, oh no, there's already laws against child rape? There's already laws against rape. Well, clearly it's not preventing it, you fucking idiots! That's the point! I just can't, bro! Y'all are a bunch of fucking treasonous, nation-murdering parasites! Truly! Why the fuck are you against preventing illegals from voting in our elections? Y'all niggas are okay with people from China, people from Russia, people from North Korea, allegedly voting in this election?
That's what I said. I mean, like I said, it's basic logic, bro. I mean, take your feelings out of this shit at the end of the day. Take your feelings out of this shit and just think, niggas. That's all you need to do. Take your feelings out of it. All the trauma you've been going through with Trump and Biden, just take your logic out the end of the day. Are you cool with that? Because if that's the case, if they bring in motherfuckers over here, flooding your zones, right? You know, once places that was once a lot of niggas at, you know, at the end of the day, it's starting to look a little different. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all might be actually living through that right now. Okay? I remember living through that. You know what I'm saying? Back when I was in my hometown. Now, at the end of the day, this shit is happening. And in Massachusetts, like I said, it was at a state of an emergency. And where the governor was out here telling motherfuckers, hey, if you could bring some of these people in your home. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? We didn't ask for this shit. How the fuck we gotta feel the brunt of that shit because you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Then nobody let them stay in your crib, but no, they letting them stay in hotels. They giving them Airbnbs. They giving them cars, business loans, bank loans, anything they need, and they giving them money every month. Unfucking real. And then of course they're gonna vote Democrat if they get that chance to vote. These are the people that's taking care of their ass. Of course they would vote for that. Meanwhile, they fucking yo shit up. Niggas can't get these construction jobs. Niggas can't get nothing. They got it on map and lock and key, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They got it on map, lock, and key. If you in a hardcore Democrat state, they got it on smash, nigga. Smash. You know what I mean? Period, man. So anyway, let me come over here real quick. So let's get into Brandon Johnson and shit. They've been cooking Brandon Johnson as lately, and good. He deserved that.
Now look.
But this is this nigga, I guess, July 6th, okay? I'm telling you, bro. This dude is unreal, man. But this is what they do, man. They put niggas in these positions and to sell niggas out, bro. To sell them out all the way through and through. You know what I mean? It's the same thing when you look at that dude. I don't know if he's a Republican for sure, but he's like a Jamaican. Same thing with the lady out there in Virginia. You know, the lieutenant or whatever the fuck she is to the governor out there in Virginia. You know, get out here. Oh, we black folks don't deserve reparations and all this other shit. Like, you know, that's some cool nigga shit to be saying. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. But they're out here literally giving out reparations to people who ain't never did shit for the country. You know what I'm saying? Now, when they come here, yeah, they might be giving them jobs, this, that, and the third, where they actually working. But for niggas that done built the country and land that's stolen, niggas is on stolen land out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're going to get out here and act like niggas don't deserve reparations, but you giving it to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't deserve handouts, but you giving it to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And then what you going to do specifically for black people? No. Am I going to do something specifically for black people? No. You know what I'm saying? But you're doing shit specifically for illegals. You're out here in the goddamn Congress chamber and shit like that, arguing about what you're going to do for illegals every fucking week, every other fucking month. You're running around here voting, not voting, but you're running around here battling on the goddamn Senate floor and shit like that, or the Congress floor and shit about what you gonna do for illegals. What y'all gonna do for niggas and nigga nation? What y'all gonna do about that? Oh, niggas don't want to talk about that. Just come vote. Just come vote Democrat. And I'm black out here. I'm black out here in these streets, and I got a black wife. This is a dumbass nigga gonna say right here. Let's get into this shit.
Look, white supremacy is real, y'all. I'm gonna say that one more time. Because in case the city of Chicago don't know, you got a black mayor with a black wife, black children on the west side of Chicago.
What's that supposed to mean? Just because a nigga got a black wife and black children don't mean that he ain't a coon ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get tired of niggas saying that shit. You know what I mean? A Democrat always want to use, you know, because niggas love to hear about niggas. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to sit up here and hold you, right? Niggas love to hear nigga shit at the end of the day. It is what it is, right? I got a black wife and white supremacy, right? Get you on that race kick, right? They started off with the race kick. And white supremacy. Nigga, you in office doing diabolical shit to nigga nation in Chicago, bro. Stop playing, man. Stop fucking playing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're the fucking mayor, bro. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You're the mayor out there in Chicago fucking over niggas in Chicago. And got the nerve to be out here talking about some goddamn white supremacy. You know what? You might be right about that. Because the governor is a Caucasian man. And you're just following orders from what that Caucasian man is telling you to do for your city. You like being a mayor, right? We chose you to be a mayor for a reason. Okay? So you get out there, you talk to them niggas. And you tell them niggas white supremacy, you give them the shit that they want to hear. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I know how to talk around. Look at this nigga as his eyes over there looking to the corner, cause somebody probably wasn't feeling that shit he was talking about. Somebody was looking at that nigga like, nigga, we don't give a fuck about no black wife, nigga. What you gonna do for all the shit that they out here doing to us in Chicago, bro? We don't want to hear that I got a black wife shit and black kids and white supremacy. We don't want to hear that when it's you in position of power that's fucking us over and got no answer for this shit. Crime still at an all-time high. And it's probably the illegals running around here, hitmen squad running around here shooting niggas in Chicago. That's been exposed. And that's been going on for years, allegedly. Allegedly, I'm saying that. You know what I'm saying? But it's all documented proof. You can go look that shit up. Don't take my word for it, nigga. Go look it up. You know what I'm saying? Just in case nigga think I'm capping out here, go look it up. You ain't gotta take my word on it. You know what I'm saying? I always tell niggas, don't take my word for shit. Go do the research on your own. I done did these videos. I done did millions of videos at the end of the day. I don't have time to be, and they done deleted a bunch of channels of mine, so, you know, it is what it is. But I done spoke about this shit for a minute, and so have many others as well. You know what I'm saying? So salute to everybody who's been on game when it comes down to this shit. But let's let this clown keep going.
And all of these other administrations that shut down our schools, that shut down public housing, that raided the pensions, that sold off the parking meter, that sold off the Skyway, those people ran this city to the ground, and now they expect a brother to fix it in a year.
Bruh, what are you talking about? Chicago has been a Democratic state. Illinois has been a Democratic state pretty much forever. That's like getting up there talking this shit about Massachusetts or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Massachusetts has been heavy Democrat for a while. All right? So, like, and the governor of goddamn Illinois is a Democrat, and he's been running that thing for a minute. So, like, what is this dude talking about? But once again, they get up here and they play with you. They play with us, man. They play with us right in our face. They come out, it's time to vote. Now niggas is soul brother number one, right? Niggas is soul brother number one when it's time to vote. Up until then, they've been giving black folks have been, so-called black, well, ancient Americans have been complaining to this dude for the last 3 years about what's going on and with the problems in Chicago. This nigga got the nerve to be up here talking about, I got a black wife, I got black children, and they expect the brother to fix all this shit in a year, and white supremacy is doing all of this. What? Niggas have been coming to you about it, and you've been doing any and everything for the illegals, bruh, and running the budget up. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You got the nerve to be out here trying to tell niggas, come support your ass. Niggas that be a damn fool to watch a nigga do you dirty, and then still go turn around and vote for this nigga because he said he only had a year to do it. And I ain't trying to hear that shit, dog. I'm not trying to hear that.
Well, guess what? We're off to a great start, and I look forward to fixing their mess, building up our communities for the next 23 freaking years.
All right, and what communities he's talking about? Because the people out there in Chicago have been complaining about their communities being taken over. So he's telling y'all the truth, but he's lying to y'all because y'all thinking that he's talking to ancient Americans. He's not. Okay. He's not. This shit is actually trolling at a god. This is god tier level trolling right here. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Because he's telling you what he's going to do, but it's not going to be for you though. He going to build that up for the Asian community. He going to make sure he take care of the Muslims and the Arabs. He going to make sure he take care of the Europeans. He going to make sure he take care of the Mexicans. He going to make sure he take care of the Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans, the Cubans, the Haitians, the Jamaicans. And those niggas, for real, they just really gonna get the trickle down shit. They ain't gonna get they ain't the top, they ain't, the high class immigrant at the end of the day. But, they gonna get the trick, they gonna still gonna get more than you. They gonna get more than you. They gonna get more than ancient Americans, period. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that shit goes, man. Get out here and play games with us, man. Get this clown off the screen. All right, I think we at the Umar shit now. So let's get into this real quick.
What do you think about,
So they're going to ask Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar says that black people who love Trump have slave master syndrome in his latest interview on The Breakfast Club. So let's get into this real quick. Because they had to ask his ass, they had to, Dr. Umar, I'm not going to say that because they have had Republicans over there, but they don't have them up there too much because, they fuck around and get cooked. You know what I'm saying? Remember Larry Elder? And Larry Elder spanked goddamn Charlemagne on there and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Larry Elder cooked that nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't really fuck with Larry Elder like that. You know what I'm saying? He's a hardcore Republican and shit. Like I told you, I don't really fuck with hardcore Republicans. But at the end of the day, he cooked Charlemagne when Charlemagne tried to get disrespectful with niggas calling him an Uncle Tom and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though. But let's get into Dr. Umar Johnson. Fair accuse, using this for educational purposes. So let's get into it.
What do you think about, blacks loving Donald Trump so much?
Slave master syndrome, white Jesus syndrome. We don't care if the white Jesus wears red or blue. We don't care what side of the aisle that they're on. Black America suffers from battered spouse syndrome envy. And what battered spouse syndrome speaks to is the fact that no matter how bad you beat me up, if I believe I need you in order to survive, I'm never going anywhere. And part of our problem, part of the equation to our problem as American Africans, why we don't do anything.
American Africans, no, brother. Ancient Americans, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I don't like about Umar, is that Umar tries to tie this whole we come from Africa shit, and that's not true, fam. You know what I'm saying? So, he loves to get, like I said, Africans don't like Americans, bro. They don't like, I don't know how many times I have to keep going over this kind of shit, bro, but they don't like niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they get put on a pedestal over us, period. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just to fill up that whole, we got blacks working, but it's not ancient Americans. They're African Americans. They're Africans in America. You know what I'm saying? So this whole shit that Umar be doing, I can't fuck with that shit, man. Real talk. But anyway.
On our own is we are often waiting for the great white savior to come. This is a message that has been rehearsed for us in church. We get it in the media. We get it in the black community. So black people will never ever abandon their hope of a white savior coming to save them. Donald Trump has no record whatsoever of saving black folks.
Whoa. Tim Scott brought to Donald Trump the opportunity zone situation. Tim Scott, I don't agree with that nigga. I think he's a buck dancing coon ass nigga. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? But the opportunity zones helped out who? The ancient Americans, or the way Dr. Umar would like to call it, the American African, right? But that helped us out. You know what I'm saying? So What are you talking about, Umar? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you're up here just gossiping at the end of the day. If you're gonna be up here talking, like I said, if you're gonna be up here talking about people who fuck with Trump at the end of the day or love Trump, and you say we got a slave master syndrome, like nigga, is you dumb? You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, do you know do you know the shit that he actually did that helped out niggas? Like, so if niggas were benefiting off of Donald Trump and they like, look, man, nah, I'm fucking with Trump, man, regardless, man, fuck all that shit. That's my nigga right there. You know what I'm saying? That means you have a slave master syndrome? This nigga's crazy, though. You know what I'm saying? Nigga get up here and just say anything at the end of the day. They probably told his ass, hey, look, we gotta let you over here, but look, man, you know the drill, man. You gotta do some kind of bashing of these Trump supporters, these black Trump supporters, because a lot of these niggas is turning and starting to fuck with Trump. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to get up here and at least speak bad about these niggas and shit like that if you're going to go in on the Democrats. You know what I'm saying? All right, I give y'all a little something.
People ask me, who you going to vote for? At this point, neither one of them are going to get my vote. I considered Cornel West because I love Dr. West. Intelligent, strong, good-natured, but he's a bunny hopper, so he can't get my vote.
So because Dr. Cornel West, you would support Dr. Cornel West, but you draw the line where his dick is going at. I mean, this is the kind of shit that I be like, yo, this nigga Umar's wild. And here it is. I just showed y'all Brandon Johnson up there talking this. I got a black wife, black children, this, that, and the third. And this nigga is selling out the ancient American community in Chicago, nigga. The fuck is you talking about? But you you draw the line where nigga, everything you agree with Cornel West, Dr. Cornel West, you agree with all this nigga policies and shit like that. But you draw the line because this nigga like playing in the snow. You know what I'm saying? He love him a snow bunny at the end of the day. He like playing in that guy. He like playing in that vanilla at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? He like looking at that pink cat. That's where you draw the line at. You know what I'm saying? This nigga is insane, bro. Insane. You draw the line where a nigga putting his dick at and shit. This is the shit that ain't gonna get niggas nowhere. Worrying about dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Worrying about dumb shit. But because a nigga got a black family, black wife, black girlfriend, or whatever the fuck the case may be, you know, that's the nigga we need to go vote for. I mean, Obama, so-called black nigga, he sold niggas the fuck out. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? A bunch of these niggas out here, black wives and shit like that. Black children out here selling niggas completely out. What are you talking about? But that's where you draw the line at, because this nigga, where he like playing in the snow. You know what I'm saying?
Now, when I come back to Donald Trump and Joe Biden, I look at the fact that Donald Trump signed 13 federal death executions while he was president. More than half of them was signed after Joe Biden won the election. Think about that now. Biden gets elected in November, sworn in January. Between that time, Donald Trump executes half of those 13 people. 5 of them were black men. And 2 of those black men were presumed innocent. And their attorneys had introduced a stay of execution to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court turned them down, and Donald Trump executed those brothers. So when I hear black men say, I'm voting for Donald Trump because he's going to bring...
So 2 of those brothers were executed, then how many of those, what was the other race? So that's what I'm saying. Like, brother, if you're going to get up here and talk facts, you got to say what the cases were, okay? And then you have to state, you know, who else, because you can't just give us 2. I mean, like I said, I don't want to sound empathetic, because if them niggas was innocent and shit like that, that's some dirty shit that happened to them brothers. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. I would hate to be in that position. You know what I'm saying? And I would hate for anybody to be in that position to get executed and shit like that. But especially for wrongdoing. I mean, especially if they didn't do wrong. But brother, we need to know because if he was executing white men too, then you can't look at it like you're trying to make this a race thing. You know what I'm saying? You can't look at it like that, because he went off and he was executing Caucasians too. You know what I'm saying? So like, what are you talking about?
More money and economic vitality into the black community. I say, what about the fact that he's out here killing black folks? You understand?
So when people are saying, hey, he's bringing black money into the black community, and Dr. Umar Johnson says that these 2 brothers, he makes it seem as if, and like I said, I don't want to make this shit sound empathetic or with no sympathy and shit like that. He out here killing black brothers. Like, he murdered and executed 15,000 goddamn ancient Americans and shit. Like, what are you talking about?
there without no remorse at all. So you got to look at that. You also got to look at the fact that Donald Trump wants to give police 100% immunity.
That's right.
Wait a minute. Look how they're killing us now.
Right.
So now you're telling me anything the police do in their line of duty, they cannot be held accountable for making bad mistakes and bad decisions, and you want to put that back in office? That's thirsty black men worry more about money than the lives of their people.
All right, so Joe Biden, I guess, is the answer, who's flooding the fucking communities and giving all the opportunities and all the resources to people that are not from the country, benefiting people that are not from the country, okay? Benefiting groups, because if you LGBT, yeah, your ass is in there like swimwear, you know what I'm saying? Point blank period. You gonna get benefits as well if you're the LGBT community, okay? So at the end of the day, all these people and all these groups are getting more than the ancient American at the end of the day, and you got the nerve to be up here and say that, oh, well, Donald Trump, he executed a couple brothers, so I don't know why brothers love him like that. I don't know why the brothers love Donald Trump like that. They more worried about money than they are, their own people. Umar, you make no sense what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Because what Joe Biden is doing is way more diabolical to niggas than what this little shit you talking about Trump executing 2 niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know how many niggas there are in a goddamn America? You know what I'm saying? So many niggas out here, bro, it can't even... the census can't keep up with it. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. That's why they want to flood all these motherfuckers in here. Because if nigga nation wake the fuck up, which they are, and start really paying attention to this policies and the politics and shit like that, they're not going to vote Democrat anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're going to wake up and be like, hold up, man, I need something more out of my vote. I'm just going to be voting Democrat because that's what my family been doing. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. I need to know what the fuck is going to benefit me and my people and my community. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And some niggas might live in a mixed community, right? Nothing wrong with that. So you, at that point, you got to see what's going to benefit you and your family and at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But anyway, let's come over here. Let's go to the next one. All right, so this is Dr. Umar Johnson talking about what's going on with the migrant crisis out there in Chicago and New York, okay? And its effect on black people living in Chicago. Now, I just showed y'all the clip about what he was saying about Donald Trump and niggas that love Donald Trump. We have slave master syndrome. And did you know that Trump executed, put in an execution thing and signed, and 15 people got executed. 2 of these people were brothers at the end of the day, and I guess 2 of them were found innocent or something like that, and the Supreme Court blocked it, and these 2 brothers got executed. Okay, didn't reveal the other 13 people and what their race was. They probably was all Caucasian at the end of the day, and who knows if they were innocent or not at the end of the day. But whatever the case may be. But then he finishes his statement that brothers are more worried about money than they are the well-being of their own people, which is wild. So let's get into this now when he talks about our people and the effects of what's going on with the migrant crisis that Joe Biden has been a part of and that these Democrat cities have been a part of. So let's hear him talk about that.
Republican scam.
Now let's go to the migrant issue.
Yes, sir.
Which everybody wants to label. Whenever you talk about what the black activists in Chicago are going through, or whenever you talk about what black people here in New York are complaining about, they'll say, that's MAGA messaging. How is it MAGA messaging?
It's not MAGA messaging. Listen, the bottom line is when Joe Biden got elected, he said he wanted to fast track 4 million undocumented residents to full citizenship. Black people completely ignored it. I spoke on it. I said, do you know why he want to fast track 4 million? Because he know he's not going to do nothing for us. We ain't going to be motivated to vote for him November. So what he's going to do is have these migrants already set up with citizenship so they can replace the black vote that he loses. The migrants are being put in our communities on.
At the end of the day, this is shit I've been talking about for an ill minute. And so have other people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be one of these people to kind of take all the credit for it, but I've been touching on this kind of stuff. And here we are again 4 years later. Okay, I was touching a lot of this stuff back in 2019, 2020. Here we are again. You know what I'm saying? In 2024. Same situation. So who's more diabolical to the community? Is it Trump or is it Biden? It's Joe Biden, okay? At the end of the day, to null and void the fucking black vote, the so-called black vote, right? I like to say, let me say the ancient American vote. You know what I'm saying? To null and void the ancient American vote, bro. That's what it is, man.
Atlanta don't stand a chance. LA, Houston, Dallas, Detroit, Chicago don't stand a chance. The migrants are here for 3 reasons. Replace us at the polls, replace us at the low-end industry jobs, right? See, when Donald Trump said during the debate that Joe Biden is taking black jobs and giving them to migrants, he was correct.
Okay, so for everybody that was running around here, what does he mean about the... I was like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with niggas and shit? I'm on Twitter and shit. Motherfuckers going crazy over that shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? What do you mean about the black jobs? What black jobs? What black jobs? What black jobs? Yeah, see, Trump is being a racist. Unreal. But he was telling the fucking truth. Bro, I'm in the fields, bro. I see this shit all the time. All the time, bro. All the time. Okay? All the time I see it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Although he didn't say it because he cared about us, but he's right. Four is getting $1,400 a month. $1,400 a month. Do you know that that's more than what some of the veterans are getting with a child? They're getting more money than veterans who served in the military.
Think about that. So you serve in the military. Eric Adams and Kathy Hochul, you know, we're not gonna just jump on the brother. I think we're gonna bring these Caucasian and they gotta get the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Kathy Hochul, the governor of fucking New York, at the end of the day, is all a part of that, along with Joe Biden and cackling Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? Am I going to do something specifically for black people? No. But they're doing shit specifically for illegals, okay? Want to give them votes, want to give them money, want to give them food stamps, money every month, okay? And they're getting more money than some veterans out here. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that, they're getting free food stamps, free child care, and permanent housing.
Okay, permanent housing.
Although New York City has a black homelessness rate no less than 35%. So
think about that. So who you want to vote for? You still want to vote for Joe Biden? You still want to vote for Joe Biden? Okay, all right, so let's let it keep going.
You got black people who pay taxes, living on the street, and you got migrants who ain't paid a single tax in their life, eating and living better than the black people who built the country.
That's a problem. That's a problem. New York, wake up, New York. Nigga nation in New York, wake the fuck up, please. You know what I'm saying? Please. At this point, please. You know what I'm saying? This shit can get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Massachusetts, I say the same thing. If niggas out here listening from Massachusetts, wake your ass up, nigga. Get off that goddamn Democratic motherfucking bullshit, dog. Straight up and down. It's been hurting us for all kind of years, bro. Straight up. You know what I mean?
If I was talking to Eric Adams and Brandon Johnson of Chicago, I would ask them something. What is the Democratic Party giving you guys that you're willing to sacrifice your political future to push this migrant agenda? Because I don't see how they get reelected by black folks. I don't see how. And if your city goes to the...
And not only that, the white folks is definitely not going to be fucking with Eric Adams, nor what's the dude name? Brandon Johnson. They definitely not gonna be fucking with them. So what you had was niggas being able to. It's the same shit that they did. They've been doing it. The Democrats been doing this for years, bro. Decades, bro. Literally decades. They'll sit up there. They'll use the black vote. People get out there and vote, and this, that, and the third. And then they get in office. They do nothing. Obama, you know what I mean? Obama's where it started for me. Did nothing. You know what I'm saying? Sat back, watched niggas get smoked by the police, this, that, and the third. And, every time it was always the same. Did more for other communities than he did for his so-called own people, okay? And I say so-called own people because I don't believe that nigga is an ancient American. I don't believe that nigga is actually black. I think he's like Arab, in my personal opinion. Just like they doing with Kamala Harris, saying that she's a black woman. No, she's not. She's a Indian, Asian, Middle Eastern at the end of the day. Facts. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's let this keep going. Damn! $9 billion for the migrant crisis. So that's crazy. That's crazy. So it went from 1 billion. It's gonna be 9. It's gonna cost them 9 billion. So that means it's gonna triple or some shit like that. Yeah, in the next 2 years, it's gonna triple. So that's crazy. Okay, to know that. All right. Then you wonder why food is high. You wonder why bills are high. Water, electricity, this, that, and the third. You wonder why rent high than a bitch. You wonder why a lot of these weird ass things going on because your district, our districts, especially in these hardcore Democratic states, are fucking the people over. It's and like I said, specifically, it's fucking over the ancient American communities, bro. It's fucking over ancient American people. Period. You know what I'm saying? When they allowing this kind of shit going on, and then they're putting them in a situation to step over you. You know what I mean?
Chicago has spent about $350 million protests, but don't.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
They're already taking over the social services. They dominate.
Yo, so yeah, like food stamps. Yeah, like I talk about that all the time. Cause like I said, once upon a time I was on food stamps when I was younger. I was probably had to be like 18, 19, somewhere around there. It's kind of staying on my own with a roommate, and you know, like I said, you go down there, bro. It's like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then when I moved to the city that I was in, once again, I was still on food stamps and shit like that. I still had a job and shit, but at the end of the day, you could still qualify for food stamps. So I go down there, bro. Going down there, it was. Bro, it looked like mini Mexico down there, bro. You know what I'm saying? And every worker, it was either African or they was Latino at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Was no niggas actually working there. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. You know what I mean? And that's what I think. I can't do that. All right?
When people say, what do you mean by black jobs? Get out your bougie feelings and deal with the reality. 1/3 of black men have a felony. So there's a lot of jobs they will never qualify for. They are mostly what?
All right, yeah, we already talked about that. Let's come over here. And this is Umar talking about this again.
Number one, to replace us at the polls, even though they're not citizens in many jurisdictions due to election fraud. If you have a work permit, you can damn sure get a voting permit. You follow me? So one of the reasons Joe Biden brought them in here is to aid them at the polls. So they're here to replace us at the polls. They're here to replace us in the labor market. They're going to take all of the low industry jobs. Your Walmart, your McDonald's, your grass cutters, your floor sweepers. They're going to take all that so it won't be none left for blacks.
They started taking them already.
Yeah, and they've been doing that for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is a very serious issue, man. Like, this election is very serious for Nigga Nation, dog. Like, y'all niggas, bro, this shit is serious, man. I don't think niggas really understand how serious this election is because now we seeing all the shit that's going on. You see the game plan happening right in front of your eyes. You know what I'm saying? And if you out here in the real world, in real time, you see it right in front of your eyes. Everywhere you go, you see it. You know what I mean? But people that probably unemployed, this, that, and the third, looking for a job, this, that, and the third. They getting moved off of jobs very easily. They just finding ways to get rid of niggas and shit like that. Nigga ain't really even got to really do nothing at the end of the day. Fuck around, lose his job. You know what I'm saying? You got to be really good at your job as a nigga to not get your ass, for them not to just move off of your ass at the end of the day. Only if they can find a replacement as good as you, then yeah. But if they can't find nobody as good as you, then they might keep your ass around. Other than that, bro, if they can find a way to get rid of your ass and bring one of these migrants in for the job, yeah, they're going to do that. You know what I'm saying? One of these motherfuckers that don't speak no English and shit like that, your manager probably somebody that's, Hispanic or Latino and shit like that. Yeah, bro, they're going to get your ass right up out of there. Easy work. You know what I'm saying? Easy work, man.
And the third reason, and I hate to say it because I don't want to see this, but this is America. I believe that at some point in the future, I don't know how soon, I don't know how distant, America is going to instigate a racial clash between brown people and black people. If you look at Chicago, the brothers and sisters are already talking about it in Chicago. They say the way where they put these migrants at in our community, they were telling me how some of the Latino gangs are recruiting them, arming them. They're hurting black people. They beat up one black girl really bad, messed the whole eye up. Nobody went to prison. They said if you look at the writing on the wall, they are arming themselves to one day rise up against us. There was something, this white woman did a report on YouTube where she said a whole bus full of migrants came to Chicago and somebody from the army brought bags full of weapons on there. She said she saw herself. If this doesn't go as quickly as they want it to go in terms of us being replaced by them, they're going to instigate a racial class that will lead to a mass loss of life for black folks. Because the government is going to stand with them against us. You know, we're going to be seen as the perpetrators. So black people need to get armed. We need to get ready. But we also need to admit that part of this is our fault, though. Because we have pushed this multiculturalism, we have pushed this black and brown thing so long that, well, since they're always talking about black and brown, send the brown people in there. That's exactly what they did. Because we don't believe in having communities of our own.
All right. So let's come over here real quick. And I believe all that shit. Now, I guess, yeah, I think I'm off of that now. Where we at? All right, let me just touch on this real quick. For the first time ever, there's a deal to ban members of Congress from trading stocks. I will be putting this legislation on our committee's next markup later this month, scheduled July 24th. All right, so let's get into this at the end of the day, because this shit I've always been talking about pertaining to, these people in Congress, bro. They know where the stocks and where to put their money at and shit like that. They're getting rich off this shit, so that's what's determining on what they're out here pushing to the American people. It's all based on what stocks and what they got into it.
So I'm pleased to announce today that we're going to be taking what I believe is a historic step forward on legislation that will ban members of Congress from trading stocks. Senators Merkley, Hawley, Ossoff, and I have come to a bipartisan agreement on legislation. And as chairman of the Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee, I will be putting this legislation on our committee's next markup later this month, which right now is scheduled for July 24th. So I'm pleased to announce.
All right, so that's that. All right, and for those that fuck with John F. Kennedy, Robert.
How do you feel about reparations for African Americans?
I think there's a strong moral case for reparations for black Americans. I don't tell people that I'm going to do that because for two reasons. One is the reparations for systemic racism since the Civil War are now clearly illegal under the Harvard decision that was written by John Roberts and by judges that Trump appointed. So it's now off the table. You could do legally, it would probably pass constitutional muster to do reparations if you could directly trace your ancestry to slavery.
All right, so if you could directly trace it, this is what I be meaning by when niggas be out here acting like they don't know how we can get reparations, or they think it's impossible, and they don't want it, and we ain't never gonna get it, and all this other shit. Oh, we gonna get that check. We gonna get that goddamn check. I don't go fuck about nothing nigga talking about. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you're gonna hear a lot of the talk of the reparations and shit like that. I'm not buying it from the Democrats just for the simple fact y'all could have been did something. You know what I'm saying? But the Democratic Party is what's been our downfall anyway for a very long time. Okay? For a very long time, man. But anyway, let me let him go a little bit more.
And that would pass constitutional muster, but then you would have to get Congress to appropriate the money, and that will never happen. So I don't tell people.
Well, if the right people are in office, it could happen because they're allocating the money for the Ukraine. They're allocating the money for Israel. They're allocating the money for Gaza and Palestinians and the migrants coming over here and shit. But when it come down to us, oh, I don't know where we be able to get the money. I don't know where we gonna find the money at. How we gonna allocate the money? Like, huh? Niggas only play this game when it come down to niggas wanting that paper and shit. Anybody else, they find it, nigga. If they gotta rob Peter to pay Paul, they gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Which they're doing right now with the migrants. They're robbing Peter to pay Paul. You know what I'm saying? Out here, Zelensky getting all this goddamn money and shit like that, right? You know what I mean? Meanwhile, we getting taxed more. You know what I'm saying? We getting taxed more on everything. Everything, nigga, everything.
I'm going to do things that I know I can't do or I believe I can't do. I tell people I'm going to do things that I know I can do. And if you look at my program for restoring black communities, the education system, but also getting capital into black neighborhoods and making sure that there's only 25 black banks left in this country.
What?
Yep, 25 black banks. There was hundreds of them. And
Now, I ain't gonna sit up here and hold you. I ain't even know it was 25. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me we learn something new every day. I didn't even know it was 25 black banks. I'm gonna have to actually look that up.
they're all underfunded because the Fed does not give them money. So
Sounds like the HBCUs, right?
so if you live in a black neighborhood, you're not going to get a home improvement loan. You're not going to get a business loan. And if you starve neighborhoods of capital, you're going to create crime waves. And that's what's happening in the black communities. There's no equity left. They've systematically been stripped of equity, so people don't own houses, which means they can't borrow money, which means they can't start a business, which means even if they have an entrepreneurial impulse, they can't pursue it. They're not part of the American system because they do not have ownership. And that is systematic, and I could talk to you about that all night. My program is to get equity back into those communities, to get capital back into those communities, to get a financial intelligence and information, in other words, accrued financial knowledge to the people so that they can start businesses. I've been doing this for 40 years.
Okay. So at least, now listen, I may not agree with Robert Kennedy. If I'm messing his name up, my bad, right? But let's just say Mr. Kennedy, right? I don't agree with his stance on the reparations situation, right? But as a presidential candidate, because he is a presidential candidate, I like what I'm hearing because at least he's talking something specifically for the ancient American community. At least he's doing that. Now, like I said, I don't agree with the fact that he's trying to play this dance around game that, I don't know, niggas can't do nothing about no reparations, da-da-da-da, right? But what that's not going to make me turn all the way away from him as far as a candidate and somebody that can possibly get my fucking vote. You know what I'm saying? As an ancient American. But when he's talking this kind of shit right here, now I can be like, look, man, I may not agree with that, but nigga, shit, hell yeah, nigga, I think I can agree with that though. Hold up, you know what I'm saying? It depends, I would have to hear the rest of his shit and what he plans on doing for everybody else. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's something that I can actually, I can get behind. You know what I'm saying? So that will put pressure on Trump, like, nigga, what you doing, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Because we know Biden ain't doing shit. He ain't doing shit for niggas, dog. I mean, if you think Biden ain't going to get out here and come through with a plan specifically for the ancient American, he'll get out here, he might talk about doing something. He might get out here and try, be in front of a crowd of ancient Americans and act like he about to do something. But he ain't about to do a damn thing. He already done showed us that.
On the board, my father started Bedford-Stuyvesant Restoration to restore economically one of the poorest neighborhoods in New York, Bedford-Stuyvesant. When he died, I took his place on the board, and it is a model community development corporation. We have brought all of the stores that were boarded up in that community. You had to go 75 blocks to go to shopping at a grocery store. Now we brought grocery stores to that community. The commerce in that community is exploding off the streets. We know how to do it. I know how to do it. And that is what I'm going to do as president. It's going to be one of my big focuses. And also fixing the education system so black families have choice. We need to have charter schools where if the public school's not working for me, you go to another public school, which is a charter school. And you don't tell black family, yeah, your school doesn't work, it's broken. Just wait there 10 years till we'll fix it. It's not good enough. We need to give them choice. And if you get kids who are well educated, who have hope for their future, that is the way to deal with crime and addiction and all these other issues that we're facing.
All right. So to a certain degree, I could agree with some of the stuff that he's saying, but at the end of the day, man, motherfuckers gotta get serious, dog. This shit is serious at the end of the day. Nigga Nation, this is serious, man. The black vote matters big time. You know what I'm saying? Big time. More than what maybe some of you niggas actually believe. You know what I'm saying? Our vote matters a lot. And it's very important in this election, man. Please don't let these niggas trick y'all niggas into voting for Democrats, bro. Please, 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 please. I beg niggas, please don't let these niggas trick y'all into voting. If niggas go down losing, we go down losing at the end of the day, right? Let's say Biden get his ass back in there. We go down swinging, bro. We go down swinging. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna know we not fucking with you, dog. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we'll the next time next candidate come around, it's gonna be a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little bit different next time around. But you already gonna know you're gonna have to do something for us, nigga. But that's the whole point. That's the whole point of what Joe Biden wants to do. He wants to get rid of that black vote altogether. This nigga's a diabolical racist, nigga. I don't understand why niggas support this dude. You know what I'm saying? If you somebody else, cool. I don't, whatever. You support Joe Biden and you ain't a nigga, cool. You know what I'm saying? But I don't get how niggas support Joe Biden and this nigga's a stone cold. Everything y'all say Trump is, that is Joe Biden. That is what he's doing right now. And niggas is out here defending this man. Niggas is out here carrying out this nigga's agenda. Niggas is out here telling you to go vote for this dude. It is unreal. Everything I've been showing y'all this shit for years. I told y'all what this nigga was going to do before he got in office. I showed y'all and told y'all everything he was going to do, and he did it. He did that. You know how niggas like to say, yeah, she did that, girl. Oh, yeah, he did that. That's my nigga right there. He did that. You know what I'm saying? Well, Joe Biden, he did that. Okay? And he's a diabolical fucking racist, sleeping old. I mean, listen, only time that nigga ain't sleep is when it's time to motherfucking make sure he about to get ready to do something to step on niggas. That's the only time that nigga ain't sleep. Other than that, come down when the nigga, he looking off in the crowd and, he all not really engaged and shit like that. Come down to doing something for the illegals and doing something for the LGBT communities and this, that, and the third. Or he all with it. He down to cut a check for the Ukraine. He down with it. Time to cut a check for the goddamn cutting a check for the goddamn Israel. He down with it. Cutting a check for the Palestinians. All with it. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. This shit is serious, dog. And y'all niggas, man. Look, man. Shit is wild. But anyway, let me come here real quick. Matter of fact, I'm gonna share this because I think something else I want to show y'all, but I don't want to be scrolling through my Twitter at the same time. So let me just come over here and share this screen real quick while I look for this joint. But we're gonna talk about that as well. Just the kind of stuff that they get up here on the news and just say, man, they literally just be saying anything sometimes, bro. It is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's kind of wild at the end of the day. But let's come over here real quick.
What really ticks me off about him, though, is this laughing Kamala remark. Mm-hmm. It's such a sexist remark because a guy I was with.
So Trump's comments. This is how crazy this shit is, bro. These people literally say anything about this dude. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't agree with everything Trump does. I don't agree with everything Trump might say. But one thing I will agree with that nigga is that he put Americans first. And he puts the ancient American. I mean, we may not be first. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it $1 on that. But we damn sure over the illegals. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we damn sure over the illegals, dog. It is what it is. And I ain't got no problem with that because they ain't got no problem with that when it comes down to stepping on us and looking at us. Oh, this nigga broke. Oh, this nigga this. Oh, this nigga that. Oh, they lazy. Niggas just lazy. No, nigga, they giving you the job, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You coming through and your family and shit getting handouts around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Getting put in position. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But they look at niggas crazy and shit like that. Got all this stay away from niggas kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
What really ticks me off about him, though, is this laughing Kamala remark. It's such a sexist remark because
now him talking about Kamala Harris being a laughing hyena, pretty much, is a sexist remark. Like, are y'all serious, man? The View, y'all ain't got nothing better else to talk about. How about talking about what's going on in the country with the migrant crisis? How about harping on that and the black vote and how Joe Biden racist ass is out here trying to null and void the black vote in real time. In real time, this nigga is doing this shit. And you up here talking about Trump, talk about laughing Kamala, and it's a sexist remark. Man, get the fuck out of here, dog. Fuck out of here, man. This shit is irritating. This is why I be staying away from this shit sometime, man. But I gotta do this shit. It is what it is.
Because a guy I was with over the week.
A guy you was having sex with. Somebody was knocking the dust off that old cat. Know what I'm saying?
I was with over the weekend. A friend of mine. I was with over the weekend. I was with over the weekend. Sexist remark because a guy I was with.
Yeah, the guy I was having, I was with over the weekend. Yeah. Somebody was knocking the dust off the Joy Bayer's old ass cat at the end of the day.
The weekend, a friend of mine. They said Kamala's laugh annoys me. Remember they said that about Hillary's laugh.
Yeah, I mean, her laugh does annoy. It annoys the fuck out of me because she be laughing for no reason. She laughing when it's not called to be laughing and shit. It's a serious matter. It's niggas, she over here speaking to niggas and shit. So, yeah, girl, so yeah, I gotta have my collard greens. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, hold up, bitch. Like, what you gonna do for nigga nation, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Oh, so I be having to tell people sometimes, it be like, girl, I be out here in these streets. Like, no, bitch. Like, what are you doing for nigga nation, bitch? We need an answer on that shit. You know what I'm saying? We need you to stand on some business at the end of the day right now. We ain't got time to be laughing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't funny, bitch. This ain't no laughing matter for nigga nation right now.
After she was cackling. And men, they don't like a funny woman. They're afraid if you laugh or you make a joke, that maybe...
Now, men don't like funny women. Says who, Joy Bear? Oh, the nigga you was fucking this weekend? Is that the nigga you talking about? Know what I'm saying? Is that the nigga? That's the man you talking about? Is that the same man that you was in bed with don't like women that's funny? Is that what you saying, Joy Bear? You can't put that on Trump because he said laughing Kamala. You put that on the dude that you was sleeping with this weekend. Know what I'm saying? That's the motherfucker you need to be up there talking about. And for the fact that you got up here and put this man business out in the world like that, I wouldn't fuck with your ass no more. Because now you up here upset about a conversation we done had after I done knocked the dust off your little old ass cat and shit like that. Now you running around here talking about a conversation that we had in bed. Know what I'm saying? About how I didn't like Kamala Harris and her laughing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And now you bring this shit to TV and somehow bring Trump up in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Trump wasn't in your bed, man. Ma'am, Trump wasn't in your bed. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe you'll do that when they're in bed with you. It's like this fear of women's laughing and comedy. Yes, that's very good. Yes. And what was that reference to the Washington?
Even Sonny's looking like, Sonny got to make it look like it's good and shit. Yeah, no, that's a great point. Sonny, this woman ain't making no goddamn sense up here. None. Sonny, this woman ain't making no goddamn sense. But when you bought and paid for, shit you got to do, dog. It's the shit you got to do when you bought and paid for, man. Straight up and down.
Washington Monument looks very much like a penis to me.
Now, one can say that that's what that does represent, okay? That the monument, the Washington Monument, is the penis, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? That's a penis at the end of the day. One can say that. And I've heard people actually reference that. That's symbolizes that.
You're on fire today.
Just saying.
Okay, I have heard that. I ain't gonna sit up here and hold you. All right, so let me come over here real quick.
They've been giving them a hell of a fight. Watch this. How many of y'all know that it's the Black Chicago constituency that's been showing up to all the political meetings? They've been threatening to organize and vote against the Democrats. How many of y'all know a long time ago that the Black Chicago folks threatened the
that they were going to disrupt the DNC, the Democrat National Convention. How many of you all know the Democrats? Because so many black folks were politically engaged, because they were shutting down, prioritizing, and giving tangibles to all those illegals over black folks. How many of y'all know that some of the black folks there sued some of the officials there?
All right. And that's a lot of shit that I've been showing y'all anyway. I've been showing y'all about all the shit that's been going on out there in Chicago. I mean, like I said, it's low-key criminal. You know what I'm saying? It really is. And you know, listen, I'm not looking to incite no violence, but niggas got to stand on some kind of business when Joe Biden and them niggas come to town. Either to be honest, I would rather not see no niggas at that convention. You know what I'm saying? Let it be the migrants. Let it be, you know, and the migrants don't mean Latinos all the goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? But let it be the people that they bringing over here. Let them niggas be the ones that's at that goddamn convention at the end of the day. Nigga Nation, ancient Americans in Chicago should not be showing up to that goddamn convention talking about some goddamn 4 more years when they're completely null and voiding your goddamn vote. Why the fuck would you take your black ass to a goddamn Democratic National Convention when they got your ass null and voiding your goddamn vote with the goddamn illegals, bro? It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I would rather niggas not go, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to be out there trying to show Joe Biden and them that, oh yeah, you know, we standing on business and this, that, and the third, because, you know, some shit can possibly pop off like that. And, you know, like I said, I'm not here to incite any kind of violence or any of that kind of shit at the end of the day. They fuck around, block this video. But so at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that niggas should not take their ass to that goddamn convention. Do not bring your ass out there, especially what you see out there going on in Chicago, going on in New York. Your vote is null and void. Period. The black vote ain't gonna mean shit. It pretty much ain't gonna mean shit fucking with Biden. I told y'all, Biden is a hardcore racist. And he still ain't did shit for niggas. But he did it for everybody else. Everybody else. Giving them citizenship. Trying to get these niggas to, that's illegal, to give them the vote. You know what I'm saying? He doing everything for these niggas at the end of the day. And where they coming? They taking over all the jobs. Even the low shit, the minimum wage job. They coming through snatching that up. Moving your ass right up out the way. Yeah, watch out real quick. Firing you for all kind of different weird ass reasons and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just to bring them through and let them take over. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they doing. Straight up and down. Taking over the communities. That's what they doing. Straight up and down. But you gonna take your ass out there and talk about some, man, listen. You know, like I said, if you don't like Trump, then at least listen with this nigga. At least Kennedy got a plan what he doing for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden ain't got no plan for you niggas. Us niggas, period. I'm in the same boat with y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no plan. His plan is, I was with Dr. Martin Luther King back in the civil rights, and I've been with black people, and I'm gonna do a video about eating chicken and with a black family and this, that, and the third. Like, this is the kind of shit that they bringing us. Kamala Harris cooking collard greens and rocking Chuck Taylors and shit like that. That's the kind of shit that they promote to come vote for us. But what you gonna do tangibly for actually the community? You ain't doing shit. You ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the shit that I would say. I just don't think niggas need to even be involving themselves with even going to that shit, period. You're a complete fucking sellout. You bring your ass there. If you are ancient American and you bring your black ass there, you a fucking sellout. Straight up and down. To the whole nigga nation in America, bro. You a straight sellout. Buck dancing, coon ass nigga, you bring your ass there. And one could say the same thing about some of the hardcore goddamn Republicans. We already know that some of the hardcore goddamn nigga Republicans at the end of the day, them niggas is buck dancing, coon ass niggas. But if I had to lean towards the side, bro, I would have to side with the goddamn hardcore buck dancing ass goddamn Republicans, dog. Because at the end of the day, at least they have some form of plan on what the fuck they gonna do for the fucking community, and what they're gonna do and what they're not gonna do for motherfuckers that's not from this country. Period. You know what I'm saying? So at least they have that going for themselves. I may not agree with them niggas talking about niggas don't deserve reparations and shit like that. I may not agree with all the buck dancing that the niggas be doing, but, you know, a broken clock is right twice a day. You know what I'm saying? So there's some things that I will agree on with them niggas, but there might be a lot of things that policy-wise, there's some things that I will more agree with them on. But as far as, you know, a lot of other shit, I don't agree with them niggas on. But yeah, man, niggas, go talk. I'd rather listen to what Kennedy got to say. You know what I'm saying? Wait till Kennedy come to town. pull up for the Kennedy shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't pull up for Joe Biden because you just some of you niggas just giving this nigga the vote. It's crazy. You didn't even make this nigga work. And these people that's coming in, like I said, it's not just Mexicans and shit like that they make it seem like sneaking through the border and shit like that. Like I said, they flying in from China, they coming through from Russia, they coming through from Europe, they coming through from Africa, they coming through from all over the fucking world, Australia, wherever the fuck you want to think about in this goddamn planet. At the end of the day, they're coming through, and they're giving these niggas benefits, taking better care of these niggas than they are us. Period. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna go vote for something like that, and then they want to give these people citizenship to vote. If they can vote, they're gonna vote for the nigga that's actually giving these niggas all the benefits, rolling out the red carpet. Of course, it's a no-brainer. So in that case, why the fuck would you take your ass there and talk about 4 more years? 4 more years. You give Joe Biden 4 more years, nigga. Black vote ain't gonna mean shit. Ain't gonna mean shit, dog. Straight up and down. It ain't gonna mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's up to y'all. You know what I'm saying? If y'all niggas want to get out here and play this weird ass game and play politics and shit like that, this ain't the time to be playing politics. Shit is really happening in real time right now. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the time to be playing all that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got to get serious about that shit. Shout out to even what's her name? What's the bitch name? I just had her up here. God damn. Tasha K. I don't agree with a lot of shit Tasha K be doing, but she got goddamn Robert Kennedy up there. And like I said, I don't agree with that nigga's stance on reparation. He talking around the topic with that. A lot of shit he was saying that's kind of true about what he was saying, but all that, the Congress, they'll probably never pass it. Like, nah, them niggas would pass that shit. Stop playing, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it could be proven and shit like that. They have to pass it. It's not that they don't want to. They would have to pass that shit. But, so I don't agree with him on that. But what he actually has a plan of bringing capital and shit like that to the ancient American communities. Joe Biden ain't got none of that for you. Kamala Harris ain't got none of that, but talking about she out here in these streets. They not like us, right? This is the kind of shit that they bringing to us. Bring your booty to the polls, right? Motherfucking what's some of the other shit they out here doing? Like I said, Joe Biden eating chicken with niggas and shit like that. Chicken and fries and shit with niggas, and gave this one nigga erased the credit, his student loans and shit like that. One nigga he did erase his student loans and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's enough to go out here and get all niggas to side with Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga's, like I said, a diabolical, stone cold racist, and y'all letting this shit slide. He's literally wiping niggas' communities out, wiping niggas out of the job market, and y'all want this nigga to get 4 more years? You serious? You know what I'm saying? Kamala Harris, collard greens, and they not like us, and we out here in these streets. That's enough. Yeah, Sister Kamala, we gotta get Sister Kamala in there. That bitch ain't black, and she ain't black. Niggas is crazy, dog. Straight up and down. Let me let Vicky keep going a little bit.
But y'all know it's the black constituency that stopped them from using certain parks and buildings to bring these criminal illegals here in their neighborhoods. How many of you all know that the Democrats changed the rules to attend the meetings so that you had to have a government issue ID and that you had to register in advance so that way they can scrutinize you before you come? Now
think about that. Now here it is. I showed y'all early in the video how they up there banging the set when it come down to, because they're gang banging over there in the Congress. You know what I'm saying? They banging the set over there when it comes down. Man, they're legals. If they're in America, they're American, and they should be able to vote. And da 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 da. I don't care. I don't care if they just came here 2 hours ago. They have the right to vote. Now, they don't want you to have the government ID when it comes down to these illegals being able to vote, but they want you to be able. Now, when these black folks or these ancient Americans in Chicago decided to, team up, organize, do this kind of shit, and actually show up to these goddamn these meetings and shit like that. Now they want to make sure that your black ass got a goddamn state ID, so they can make sure who the fuck you are when you come through to put foot to ass. Well, not literally foot to ass, but when you come through to put foot to ass politically and hold these niggas responsible for the shit that they're doing out there in Chicago. Now you need a government ID for that. These niggas is hypocrites, dog. Straight up.
How many of you all know that they blocked off certain sections of the meeting so that they were forced to put some of the black folks in overflow rooms so that they were not directly there with the legislators. How do you
Think about that. Know what I'm saying? But like I said, they're gonna tell you, vote blue no matter who. You know what I'm saying? 4 more years for Joe Biden ass. You know what I'm saying? Y'all crazy, dog. There's other options out here besides Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all know I was doing back-to-back nonsense. I was talking about it here. I was talking about it on every national news channel. My team cut up little clips for me. I was putting it on TikTok. I was putting it on Instagram. I was putting it on. I was putting it everywhere all the time, just back-to-back. Just shouting out Chicago, 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 shut it down. Watch this. Why am I bringing it up? Democrats there were punishing the black Chicago constituents by making them give IDs to attend. Watch this. How many of y'all know they had to rescind that policy because a government watch organization sent a letter to Mayor Brandon telling him, Ninja, you might have violated the law, fool, by intentionally obstructing your black constituents from coming there by instituting these illegal policies saying they got to have government issue ID and doing all that. They were punishing black folks. So y'all listening? Watch what I'm telling you here. I'm trying to give you the heads up back there. I'm just trying to let you all know how slick the Democrats are. I'm trying to let you all know. I feel like I'm picking up something. Allegedly. You know, I got to be a responsible news spokesperson. But my spirits are telling me a little something. I'm feeling a little something. I'm getting another news tip. Something was leaked to me in the spirit. This ain't confirmed. This ain't confirmed, family. But just like the Democrats, not the Republicans, the Democrats were punishing the black constituents there.
All right, so you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, shit is crazy out here in these streets, man. You know what I mean? Let's come over here real quick. This one is out there in Cincinnati. Okay, out there in Cincinnati, we don't know where they came from. We don't know how to communicate. These are a bunch of West African illegals that invaded goddamn Cincinnati. Okay, they're just letting these people come through, and they want to get these people to vote. They want to get these people to vote, bro. Vote would mean absolutely nothing. That shit continues on. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. There was something else I wanted to show real quick. Was it this shit right here? Okay, yeah. Look at Whoopi Goldberg. Now, like I said, all this shit we don't win, all this info we don't motherfucking broke down today. Now, here is Whoopi Goldberg still telling niggas to vote for Joe Biden, bro. I mean, you talk about a sellout, bro. These niggas do this shit with no shame. Now, like I said, if you somebody else, another race, that's they shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to niggas, though. That shit is ridiculous, bro. You out here talking about Biden, nigga, something wrong with you, nigga. Straight up and down. You know what I mean?
I don't care if he's pooped his pants. I don't care if he can't put a sentence together. Show me he can't do the job, and then I'll say, okay, maybe it's time to go. Now, he had a bad night the first time that he went out and debated with Kamala Harris. And everybody wanted him to quit then, say you can't talk to women like this, or you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. He came back, said, you know what, I got it, and gave 4 years. So, yeah, I have poopy days all the time. I step in so much poo you can't even imagine. Now, I'm not running the world, but I don't know anybody who doesn't step in stuff at some point. So I'm just simply saying, yeah, there are 2 debates. And if he can't do what he needs to do for the second debate, I'll join any crew that says get rid of him. But loyalty to me, if you are doing the job, I might not like everything you're doing. I don't like it all. But I'm going to stand behind you like those guys stand behind the guy who should have been the person people were talking about saying, yeah, Biden had a bad day, but this guy couldn't tell the truth if it split his lip.
All right, so here's Whoopi Goldberg up there talking that dumb shit at the end of the day. I mean, this shit is just crazy. She telling you, That's like with Joy Reid. If it's Joe Biden in the coma, vote Joe Biden in the coma. Anybody but Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You're like, hold up, man. See, because y'all living good under the Democrats, so that's why y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all don't care about none of this shit, dog. Like, y'all up there bought and paid for and shit like that. Get out here and talk about motherfucking, and they out here doing all this shit for the illegals and shit like that, bro. Got these niggas getting taken care of better than most motherfuckers in goddamn in America, bro. They don't gotta pay no taxes, going to school free, child care, all kind of shit, bro. Free food, permanent motherfucking housing and shit, bro. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And you want niggas to support a candidate like that? You are fucking crazy if you a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You are crazy if you a nigga. Now, if you somebody else, I guess I get it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't get that shit, dog. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is sellouts for the Democratic Party, straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Joy Reid, another one. She don't even agree with this nigga policies. She don't agree. She don't like Joe Biden, and she don't agree with this dude policies. But she'll tell you to still go vote Joe Biden. Unreal. All right, so let's come here real quick. So fake ID, fake American IDs, green cards, and Social Security cards openly being sold to illegal migrants. Guess what they'll do with these? They'll vote. Okay, so let's come here real quick.
¿Cuánto? 80 por los dos. ¿Y cuánto tiempo te demoras para hacerlo? Oh. Él es de Canadá.
It's a social
green card.
All right, so as y'all see, like I said, it's the kind of shit that's going on, man. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, I ain't telling you to hate the player, but
maybe I'm not an American citizen. And some people said, he has a forged birth certificate. Well, first of all, it's true, I'm not American. I was not born in Hawaii. I wasn't born in the United States of America. I come from Kenya.
all right, so this nigga Obama wasn't even born in, I mean, this is his word, not mine. Unless this is AI or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Because you know AI now, niggas, this shit is out here. This shit is, yeah, the AI shit make shit kind of spooky and messy and shit. But unless this is AI, this is this man's own words right here. I was not born in Hawaii. I wasn't born in America. I come from Kenya. Okay, this nigga words right here. So if that's the case, the nigga should have never been president. Okay, never, ever, 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 ever should have been president. Okay, should have never even, honestly, been in a fucking elected official. Period. You know what I'm saying? In my personal opinion. But you know, it is what it is.
And so I think people saw my election as proof, as testimony that our society has continued to become more and more naive.
And I'm gonna keep it a dollar bean. I think that nigga lying about even coming from Kenya, dog. Only reason why I say that they say that he probably come from Kenya is just for the simple fact because they want to tie him to being black. I don't believe that nigga even come. I don't believe that nigga's black at all. I think that nigga's an Arab, just like goddamn Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? Straight Indian, goddamn Asian Arab. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Bitch come from the Middle East. I think Obama ass come from the Middle East too. Still ain't seen a picture of that nigga daddy. Niggas keep talking about this nigga brother and shit. I don't give a fuck about that nigga brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga get up there and lie about anything. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes down to these politicians and shit. These niggas lie for a living. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do. They get up here and just cap all the time. You ain't never seen a lying ass nigga until you start watching politics. You like, God damn, these some lying ass motherfuckers. Straight up. right, let me see if there's anything else real quick. Let me see real quick. Let's see. That's all the shit that I already pretty much talked about a lot of this kind of stuff. Hold up. Yeah, so I got some videos coming up, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, we ain't gonna get into Elizabeth Warren. We already know Elizabeth Warren is stone cold liar. This is the same woman that get up here and say that she's Indian and shit like that. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bruh. Like, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I got Indian. That's why Trump was calling her Pocahontas and shit, poking at her and shit about that shit, because he knows she lying, and we know she lying. You know what I'm saying? Up here talking about she got there. Man, stop playing. Anyway, let's keep going real quick. I think this is pretty much. You won't believe how many black New Yorkers reached out to the show. Okay, so let's get into this real quick.
Who will you be voting for in 2024, Daryl?
Do I have to say his name? I don't want to, but more than likely it's going to be Trump.
Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Who are you going to be voting?
Biden.
And
now look at this woman. Eyes bucked open and shit like that. This woman is insane. Okay, look at this shit. This woman is insane. I'm gonna put this bitch on. I'm gonna put her on the Summer Jam screen. Hold up, real quick. She gotta go on the Summer Jam screen for this. This woman is absolutely. If y'all niggas meet bitches like this, y'all need to motherfucking leave them bitches alone. Straight up and down, bro. You know what I'm saying? This bitch is halfway retarded and she's crazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? She might Arena Bobbitt your ass and shit like that.
Who will you be voting for in 2024, Daryl?
Do I have to say his name? I don't want to, but more than likely it's gonna be Trump.
All right, even like, you know, he didn't even want to say that shit. He like, God damn, I don't even want to say this whole ass nigga name. But God damn it, if I have to make the choice, bro, this nigga is he's smart enough to know. Man, this nigga Biden just ain't it, dog. He's not it, dog. You know what I'm saying? And he not it for our community. Now, if you an illegal immigrant, I mean, Biden is your man. 100 grand. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? You a nigga, though? Biden is not your guy, dog. Straight up and down. So, you know, it killed this nigga to say Trump. I know he probably gonna get a bunch of niggas hitting him in the DM, trying to get him fired from his job and shit. He was on the Daily Show talking about he was going to vote for Donald Trump. Yeah. And did you check his Twitter account? Did you check his Facebook? I don't even know why you even got somebody like him working for your organization. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers get petty out here, want to get your ass fired from your job and shit based off your goddamn political views and shit like that. It's fucking disgusting. People ain't got shit else better to do but get out here forcing you to motherfucking take this bullshit Biden doing and shit.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Oh my God. Oh Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. He said Donald Trump.
Who are you gonna be voting?
Biden.
Look at this woman, eyes bucked open and shit, like a coon. Just like a coon ass nigga would. You know what I'm saying? Biden.
And then Victor?
I'm with her.
Oh, Biden.
Okay. He with her. This nigga look like he got sugar in his tank, so you know we already know what time he playing on.
Okay.
Trump.
All right, black woman up here, she got some sense. Now, brothers, you need to go get you a woman like this right here. Know what I'm saying? This woman got some sense, and it kills her to say it because she probably was one of these motherfuckers back in 2020. Yeah, man, fuck that motherfucker Trump. Man, that nigga Trump. Man, yeah, man, fuck Trump. We got a sister that's gonna be the VP. Yeah, fuck all that. I'm voting Biden. I'm voting Biden. 4 years later, she over here like, man, Trump. You get a chance to right your wrongs, man. You get a chance in life to right your wrongs. And nigga nation, y'all better do the right thing like Spike Lee. Y'all niggas better do the right. Don't be like this woman right here. This woman right here, buck dancing coon, a programmed out motherfucking a Democrat at the end of the day. Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? This brother right here, I don't know what type of time he on. You know, I don't know what's going on with that brother right there.
Eric Trump.
Biden.
All right, this brother said Biden right here. Okay.
Biden.
Trump.
And even this woman had to say Trump. So you got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So they want to show that the black vote is pretty much divided between Trump and Biden. Which, if that's the case, if you're just using this logic right here, that means that, you know, the black vote is going to sway who the fuck is going to become the president. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down, because Biden had majority of the black vote in 2020. Now, if a lot of niggas get off the goddamn get off whatever the fuck they on and see what the fuck is going on out here, that's definitely going to split. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely it's going to make a major difference within the election at the end of the day. But like I said, I think niggas need to listen to what the fuck Kennedy got to say too. You know what I'm saying? Especially these Biden supporters. Biden ain't doing shit. He ain't got nothing that he's doing specifically for niggas, but he got everything he doing specifically for everybody else. But y'all up here on fucking national TV embarrassing us like this. It's fucking ridiculous, dog. You know what I'm saying? This is why motherfuckers don't take us serious and shit, bro. Because motherfuckers look at Biden and know that nigga ain't doing shit. Know he been a diabolical racist his whole fucking political career, but you up on national TV, got nigga nation looking bad, talking about you voting Biden. These niggas ain't want to say Trump, but they see the shit that's going on in real time. Bitch, you must be inside all day or something, know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about, know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas, it killed these niggas to say Trump. It killed them. I can almost guarantee you, these three motherfuckers over here was over here, man, I'm team Biden, man. Fuck that nigga Trump. Even when Trump got in. Matter of fact, I'm going to take it all the way back. In 2016, they was over there salty from when Hillary Clinton held that L. Know what I'm saying? They was like, oh, Trump, he a racist. They were believing everything the media was saying. Man, Trump gonna get some World War III. Man, Trump did. Man, Trump that. Man, Trump did. Man, Trump that. And you got through 4 years. Know what I'm saying? You was doing good for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You get Biden in office, game fucked up now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting everything besides you. Everybody getting free shit. Free shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Niggas getting free shit, dog. Unreal. You know what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers out here talking about, what Biden gonna do for the what Biden gonna do for the country? You know, it's better than Trump. Better than Trump. But anyway, you take it back to 2016, these niggas was salty at Trump. That's why they spun this shit and used niggas in the George Floyd and Breonna Taylor deaths to motherfucking get Joe Biden in there, and so did Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And they did all that, made it happen. And even with these niggas, they looking at this shit now, they like, man, if I gotta make a choice, man, it's gotta be goddamn Trump, man. Shit, man. Fuck it. Give me 4 years of Trump, man, before I deal with this nigga Biden again. This nigga's diabolical, dog.
Okay, we're an even split, which I didn't see that coming. So do you think there's going to be a big shift, any sort of change?
I think it's going to be a big shift.
Me too.
Big shift?
There's definitely going to be a big shift.
Yes.
Really? Okay.
For me,
well, even a nigga that said Biden, he's shaking his head. Nigga, all niggas voted for fucking Biden in goddamn 2020. So for you to be shaking your head, even a Biden supporter know. Even a Biden niggas supporter know, like, I don't know, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know, niggas is really kind of upset with this nigga Biden, man.
I've always been a Democrat, and it's like for the most part with the Democratic Party, they always make a bunch of promises that they can't deliver.
You know, they use the issues of the African American community as a soapbox to stand on and make promises, you know, just to get us to come out and vote. And then once we vote and everyone's in place, it's like, well, what happened?
Yeah, that's what they do. They do that all the time. That's what Joe Biden and them was doing with Black Lives Matter. Remember that shit? Black Lives Matter, this, that, and the third. Why ain't there more riots? Why ain't there more of this, that, and the third? Standing on business, all this other shit, right? The minute they get their ass in office, Black Lives Matter was asking for a goddamn to come to the White House. What happened with Joe Biden? He never returned their call back. But he stood on that soapbox all 2020 during the election and all this other shit. This is what he did in real time. You know what I'm saying? And y'all let that nigga get away with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Y'all let cackling Kamala Harris get away with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is why niggas is feeling bad. They like, damn. This is crazy, dog. Like, man, damn, I gotta vote for this whole ass nigga. I gotta vote for this whole ass nigga Trump, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Biden blackmail Obama over secret homosexual affairs. New report claims. Look, man, we all know that Obama. We all know that Obama was out here playing in the closet, bro. This ain't nothing new, man. That's why he's cutting all these acts for the LGBT community, dog. I mean, it just is what it is. Plus, the dude already outed him. Once he outed him and shit, all of a sudden his ass turned up dead and shit. You know what I mean?
Of justice against his political enemies. Donald Trump has openly vowed, if reelected, he'll be a dictator on day one. That he will weaponize the Department of Justice against his political enemies.
Yeah, this is crazy. And knowing that they did that, knowing that they'd have did that is kind of wild, though. But, you know, it is what it is, man. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Look at Jill Biden. And like I said, a part of me, I honestly feel bad for Joe Biden because I always thought that Joe Biden just is not the candidate, bro. Like, he's just not that guy like that. And he, like I said, he got so many skeletons in his closet that I'm just surprised a lot of his shit ain't hit the mainstream media like Trump shit was. That's the shit that was bothering me. I'm like, nigga, y'all know who Joe Biden is, right? Like, you know, this nigga has said a lot of racist ass shit before in his lifetime. So, you know, he sat behind Obama when niggas was getting smoked by the police and did nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, this dude has a mean history, bro, of how he feels and what he's not gonna do for niggas. You know what I'm saying? And for I don't know what happened with niggas in that whole pandemic stage, bro, but something happened with niggas, bro, and niggas lost their mind low key, and that shit was just crazy to see. You know what I'm saying? But I always felt like Joe Biden, man, like, bro, why y'all drag this old man out there? Y'all got this nigga looking bad and shit like that, bro. Like, y'all know this nigga not fit to be no goddamn president right now. You know, y'all was better off with cackling Kamala Harris or the other broad that y'all had up there, or the other dude that y'all had up there. I mean, hell, even Bernie Sanders probably would have gave you a better motherfucking standing than goddamn Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I kind of feel bad for Joe, man. Like, why y'all bring this old nigga up here like this, man? Like, you know, even though I don't fuck with Joe Biden whatsoever, but why y'all bring this old nigga up here? You know what I'm saying? Unreal, man. Where else we at? Yeah, so I think this is pretty much it. Yeah, I think it's pretty much it for me right here. I think I'm going to cut it right here because I'm kind of getting hungry. Julia Fox comes out as a lesbian. So sorry, boys. Like, nah, that's all good. You can keep that. You up here look like a goddamn, something off of goddamn The Night of the Living Dead and shit, bitch. You can keep that cat. Ain't nobody want that cat any goddamn way. What are you talking about? Anyway, look at this nigga Joe Biden. Like, bro, why y'all got this old nigga up here, man? Hold on, man.
I am Joe Bidenopoulos. I grew up in a heavily Irish. I was sort of raised in the Puerto Rican community.
This nigga said he was raised. This nigga has been raised everywhere, I guess. This nigga was raised in the Puerto Rican community, raised in the black community. He was marching with Martin Luther King when he got his ass whooped on goddamn Selma Bridge. You know, this nigga was, I mean, Joe Biden has been everywhere. You know, he was with Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying, before his name was Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Joe Biden was there. You know what I'm saying? He was there when Mary gave birth. You know what I mean? Joe Biden was there for it all. You know what I'm saying? Let Joe Biden lying ass tell you.
Had a very close relationship with the Greek American community, for real. I am Joe Bidenopoulos. I grew up in a heavily Irish Catholic community in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and a heavily Italian Polish community. When I say I got raised in the black church, he knows I'm not kidding. The Persian culture is amazing. As a student of the Persian culture, I probably went to shul more than many of you. I come out of the black community. The background of my
This nigga comes out of the black community. This nigga Joe Biden, bro, is just a lie. This dude just lie all the time. He be lying for no reason. Like, nigga, just cause you speaking in front of people don't mean you gotta come up. This nigga said he was raised in the Puerto Rican community. Like, come on, bro. You know you wasn't raised in no Puerto Rican community, bro. Stop the cap, man. You know, I was raised in the black church. Joe Biden, stop. Nigga, you was for segregation. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, this how bad this nigga is as a liar. Like, nigga, you know we can pull up your history, right? You know you got receipts out here in these streets of your political takes and all the racist shit you used to say, bro. Like, what are you talking about? You was raised in a black church. Nigga, you didn't even want to go to a black church. You ain't even want your kids around other black kids. This came out of your mouth, but now this nigga in front of black folk, he in front of Greek folks. He was raised in the Greek. He around Irish folks. Oh, he was raised around the Catholic. Oh, I was raised around the Catholic. Or he around the Jewish and Italians and say, oh yeah, I was raised in the Jewish and the Italian community. Nigga, stop lying, nigga. Stop lying.
My family is Irish American, not fundamentally unlike the Palestinian people. I, you might say, raised in the synagogues in my state. Everybody in town was either Polish or Italian. I grew up feeling self-conscious. My name didn't end in an SKI. I was raised in a neighborhood where I felt self-conscious. My name didn't end in O. That's kind of how I was.
This nigga's a pandering motherfucker, bro.
Raised like so many Americans of Irish heritage.
In HBCU in your home state, Mr. President.
Let me tell you, forget about it. That's where I got raised, man. Just like.
So he got raised in the HBCUs too. I mean, let Joe Biden tell it. He was also in the black church. He was raised. He comes from the black community, and he comes from the black. He was growing up around the black HBCUs. I mean, you let Joe Biden tell it. You know what I'm saying?
Rabbis, synagogues, and Jewish community centers in your hometowns, and that's the tradition I got raised. Hard-working people, the middle class, the neighborhoods I got raised in. I was raised on GM. I was raised by Danny Inouye. I was raised by a righteous Christian. I got raised on automobiles.
Yeah, you can't make this shit up, dog. All right, as you see, once again. All right, now look at this. This is obviously somebody who's a hardcore Democrat. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it says the shaming and targeting of black women is a well-rehearsed tactic driving a reactionary anti-democratic agenda. Sharing a few words with Kamala Harris Essence Fest. Now we know Essence Fest is a big thing for the ancient American community down there in New Orleans, okay? Was not only an honor, but an encouragement to continue to do work that black women have done for decades, okay? Nothing to do with what she has done with the black community. This is why I say, like, some of these black women, bro, they put, like, black women first, and then everything, then, you know, it's like LGBT, like, as far as, like, the black man, so-called black man, it's like the bottom of the list, bro. The bottom of the list. You know what I mean? They will let a fucking bitch like Kamala Harris, who portrays to be black, okay, come through with no agenda, what she's gonna do at the end of the day. But she can come through in a spot full of, and I'm not saying niggas need to be, you know, Kamala come through the spot, niggas need to whoop her ass and shit like that. I'm not saying that. But y'all be way too excited to be seeing these folks when they're not doing shit. And then y'all get up here and talk about somebody being anti-democratic. What are you talking about? She's not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Period. Now look at this.
First Indian American to
California's Kamala Harris is the first Indian American U.S. Senator.
Okay, back in 2016, she was the first American Indian senator.
California's Attorney General Kamala Harris has scripted history as she won the U.S. Senate seat from the state, becoming the first Indian American to achieve this feat.
And certainly you could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Not good.
Put your left hand on the Bible, raise your right. Do you solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic? That you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which you're about to enter to help you God. You got some family out here?
Thank you. Come on, family. I got quite a crew.
Well, great.
All right. Where you see the niggas at? Where the niggas at? Is it like an Arab, right? Arab, right? Where the niggas at? Because this dude right here is somebody that's probably just there. You know what I'm saying? Where the niggas at, though? You know what I'm saying? Where they at? I don't see no niggas in here. I don't see no ancient Americans in here. What are we talking about? But this was back in 2016. She's an Indian. She's just pretty much playing blackface. I keep telling y'all that. She's playing blackface in real time.
To see you. Do you guys know what they... Oh, I'm sorry.
And then extended families here.
Oh, no.
Okay, come on, everybody. Crew. Come on, extended family. My extended family is here.
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you again. How are you?
Where the niggas at? This is her extended
California's
family.
Kamala Harris.
All right. So like I said, she's the first Indian American U.S. Senator. A couple years later, she was the Asian. Okay. Like I said, this bitch ain't become black until she actually hit to become president. Okay. So that's just what they do, man. That's what they do at the end of the day. And never forget that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm about to get ready to get up off of here. And like I said, I got some videos. Okay? A couple videos for y'all that are gonna be pretty much getting ready to upload right after I get off this. And y'all make sure y'all have a good day out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all enjoyed the stream. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute since I went live. I think we went kind of live for a minute. I gave y'all 2 hours. I wasn't even supposed to be up here this long, to be honest with y'all. You know I said I probably was gonna go in for work, but now I'm probably gonna lay it down for a little bit and then get up and go to work a little later on. But it is what it is. Anyway, don't get mad at me, man. I just gotta tell like it is, man. So shout out to day ones, shout out to new ones, man. Make sure y'all niggas hit the like button, the subscribe button. If you want to donate, the links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. Anyway, tell like it is TV. We out of here, y'all.